He's in it.
We can't tag me in this on Facebook because I got professional stuff and all that. I don't care if you post the video, all that stuff. Don't tag me in it.
Okay.
Basically, I got family members. I got all kinds of shit. You know,
Okay, and main
I got work.
YouTube is a free content.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is like it's not like directly sourced to my news feed. You know,
Yeah.
I
with
got
all of my people.
We hear you loud and clear.
Nothing personal. It's just
No, I'm taking
I'm taking it also personally.
Hey,
very
so here's the deal though.
offended.
Just don't break traditions.
no, I won't.
That's all we're
I'm
gonna
not saying
talk
anything
about.
about AA.
Like, don't say it at the main.
It's gonna be an hour-long war story with Wyatt in the fucking corner.
Well, we're gonna close
I'm
that
about to
door.
leave.
Yeah.
Where are you going, bro?
Get some mamas and meatloaf, dog.
You said
Mama's meatloaf?
you said you were waiting for me
Are you recording already?
to go to Michelle.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm gonna cut out whenever I
Do me a favor, Chris. Talking to my mic for just a second. I'm gonna get you.
Is that a butt plug up
I
there?
gotta hold it like this the entire time. That's what I said.
If you flip it over, it's my last fuck. And if I give it to you and you stick it in your ass, you know I gave my last fuck to you.
Oh.
Oh, man.
It's
Fucking
I mean,
squat
I'll
and
just
cough.
take it
Who
for
had it? Who had it prior?
smell it.
Who had it previously?
somebody 3D printed that for me.
What?
Yeah, they're like, I thought you would want this.
That's
I'm like,
tight.
yeah. So.
I like
So
that
they
color.
3D printed you a butt plug.
Yeah, man.
The purple.
Hey, what did you get for Christmas on the Christmas day?
Oh, I didn't.
Where's our
I
bracelet?
thought you played you
I hung out, but
oh, you left before that, didn't you?
yeah. No, I was
You hear me?
there, but
You hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2.
yeah, you probably just talked kind of close. But it's alright.
Okay. You hear me?
Keep going.
Where's
Keep
my
going.
Lighter.
shirt and bracelet?
Further.
Louder.
Better.
I don't fucking know.
Louder.
Are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
That's good.
It's
Okay.
good right there.
I think that's good.
We
Yeah.
got
Chris,
it.
for this, I want
Well, I'm
you
gonna go through.
Hey, you got gum, bro?
She's just drinking
I don't.
milk and eating mayonnaise.
I got cop drugs.
Fuck you.
How white?
I don't have to live
You
like
don't
that
have
no
any
more.
culture.
I
Do
do.
you have some
I just ate.
pepper in
I
your
just-
burger?
He's
I
got
just
culture.
I ate a pound of yogurt yesterday.
Also white.
Greek yogurt.
And
Also
cottage
white.
cheese straight out of the
And
tub.
fucking cottage cheese. I didn't touch a bowl all week. Just straight out of the
What a
container.
cave.
Yeah, he came in earlier and asked,
I'm
hey,
surprised I used a spoon.
you got a big tub of mayonnaise in there. Can I get down on
I'm
that?
surprised I
He
used
fucking
a
eats it.
spoon.
He got down on my mayonnaise too. It's fine though.
Excuse me, Chris.
Move.
Gosh,
Fucking hurry up.
why are you such a
Alright,
nasty
are we ready to
bitch?
get
Brittany,
going?
everybody's waiting on you.
We can.
No one's waiting on
You
me.
got gum, you said?
I already
You
did
can't get a
that.
piece
Do you want a watermelon or a spearmint?
Spearmint.
Can I
Damn,
experiment too?
Choices.
Since we're on the topic.
Okay.
Girls are always prepared.
Share.
I'm sure glad there's moms in my life.
I know.
Right.
Just couldn't
I'm
do
just a mother, you know.
Mhm.
And all these boys my age mother.
Are you guys cool with the overhead light being off?
Yes.
Good.
I'm stimulated by it.
Me too.
Like too much.
Me too.
Uh-oh.
Wait till you get the last
You
one.
didn't tell me it was going to be that
There is. I'm talking about.
Will you hand me that, speaking of which? I like it belongs on my desk.
I don't
I
know.
think you should put it right there.
I want
Right
a
in the
touch
middle.
that.
Use your mouth.
If I knew it was a party, I'd have brought my toys.
0 fucks.
I got a strap on and everything.
That ain't
You
me.
got a couple of them.
I'm tapping out on
You
that
lost
one.
me. You had me, then you lost me.
God.
I'm a top only, okay?
That's fine. I've got a strap on. I'm taking your bed.
For what? I said top, girl. Top.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
you can be on
Maybe you
top
could
of
wear
me.
both.
I'm not riding cowgirl.
You can just sit on top of my lap.
Talk about the first thing.
Girthy
Let's
ain't
try
got
it
fucking
once.
strap on
Let's try
there.
it once.
I've got a little one.
You
It's
got your
5.5
mic, you got your
inches.
mic.
That's not small.
It
That's
curves
not
up.
little.
He said girthy, so
That's
I went with the
over
I
smaller
the
one.
didn't say girthy at any point.
Right?
I've got a girthy one.
I said no to the entire scenario.
It's dual silicone, so when
Here.
it gets warm, it bends.
It's cool, bro. We'll spit on it.
Hello?
We,
Hello?
collectively.
Try not to be popping gum into the mic if you can.
You.
Hello? What?
I'll do my best.
Do I? Will
I don't
this
feel
help?
like I'm helping
You
you.
might, yeah.
Come on, Mom.
No, you can still hear the popping. Super bad.
I'll try to get
She
the
popping
flavor
that?
out.
That loud? She's over there smacking and shit?
I'm not gonna lie, this spearmint with this milk is fucking it right
I bet it's
now.
soothing.
That's
it's
a
super
crazy
good.
combo to say it's good, but
'Cause
It
it,
really
like,
is.
It
Here, try a
soothes the
sip.
throat.
Get you a little sip.
I'm really good. Thank
Come
you.
on.
I'm gonna try it, even though I don't drink milk.
Just let me show
Damn,
you.
getting that backwash too.
It's kind behind the milk
Mm.
Yeah,
backwash.
she used to party, I can tell.
Coating your
She should
shirt.
hang out with me all the time. What the fuck do you expect?
That's true.
Since we're
I'm
like
my own
13.
you guys
I
are
know you're
parties.
your own person. I don't
Okay,
know.
ready? You guys about ready? Do this fucking thing.
Oh shit.
Let's do it.
What's the time frame on this thing?
Hour-ish.
Okay.
Ish. Whatever.
We're not timing it.
Yeah, we don't.
We're about to ask you
We're
some
just gonna
questions.
run
Trying to be
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to answer them.
Oh, you're pretty good at answering questions. And asking them.
I could ask
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
We
it's
can
gonna
go
be more of an
ask
open
you.
discussion with you.
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay, hold on.
Hello.
There it goes. Okay. All right. Were you gonna close that door, Wyatt? Come in if you want.
No, you sit there.
Yeah, dude,
What's
I'd
it
love
gonna
you in the cut here.
And so here's the deal. When I start recording, we got about 30 seconds of intro music. Then you can start
Okay.
with your.
Unless we want to
Are
get
you
in
going to
again.
introduce? Are you going to introduce everyone?
I can do that. Yeah.
He's good at the intro. You can move my backpack.
What up? What up?
Mama stuff.
Are you guys ready? Like I said,
Yes.
I'll give you.
Oh, we him in my monster? Oh no, I should have peed.
All right, hold on.
I'm gonna pee. Sorry. I
So
suck balls.
Okay.
I didn't know this was gonna
We're
be
starting with
recorded,
that.
too.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like I'm in an interrogation room
Oh, it is.
without the burger and the Diet Coke.
Damn.
You roll on.
It's rolled like a ball, dog. Rolled like a
Oh,
ball.
yeah, you're a corn
Never
dog.
went to prison.
Like
Gave
bigger
me a
deals.
corn dog, and I still went to prison.
What the fuck is doing there?
How you gonna snitch and go to prison?
Okay. There we
Did I
go.
give you-
There we go.
Was it a good corn dog?
No, it was like one small. It was like
So
mini
we're gonna
corn
go see
dog.
Michelle after this?
You want to come?
Yeah.
Okay.
You better go get
I
some
didn't know if you were
meatloaf.
for that or not.
Ask her if it's okay first.
No, that's my plan.
Ask Michelle if it's okay. And if John can scooch over. You know what I mean?
I don't know who Michelle is.
That's his
my
mother. John's his father.
Dana made room.
Dana always makes
Yeah,
room.
she does.
Dana's mama.
Yeah,
You know what
she
I mean?
is.
That's a good old lady right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
All right, Chris, talking to your microphone.
Hello, 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 hello,
Keep going.
hello, 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 hello.
So,
I
dumpster
didn't
story
realize the ceiling was so close to the ground.
What?
first, and you feel that feeling of like relief, and you know what I mean. You chase that feeling because it feels so good to not be anxious, worried, and depressed, and
Feeling
everything
all the
all the time.
bullshit.
Because alcoholics and addicts are super emotional. You know what I mean? Just by their nature. We're
Isn't
so
everybody
dramatic.
just kind of trying out shit and trying to have a
Maybe
good
some-
time
Some
at the
people
beginning?
do. Yeah, some people do.
And you're
But
like, I'm just trying to have a good time.
there's a lot of people that drink and do drugs that don't end up homeless and stop six, you know what I mean? And Oak Cliff and all that shit.
Oh,
Brian-
There's a lot that do.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Did you ever eat at Big Mama's Chicken?
Was that in Oak Cliff?
It's an Oak Cliff.
I was,
Tell me about Mama.
homeless in Oak Cliff, so like
Tell
the
me about
only
Mama.
thing
Mama.
Tell me about Mama,
was Mama.
Oak Cliff Mama?
the gamer.
Oh no, we're not gonna get into the game room.
Well,
Because
so many boundaries.
that was Fort Worth anyways, but Oak Cliff was insane. Oak Cliff was the first time I'd been homeless, and this was over off Jefferson and 10th. There was a rehab I went to a million fucking times. It's called Homeward Bound. It's a state-funded rehab. And basically, if you come in there and say, I got a problem with drugs and alcohol, they'll take you in. You know what I mean? It's paid for by the state. And once I found that out, I was like, cool, somewhere to stay. You know what I mean? And kick. But I
You're not
really poured
enrolled in
that out.
Medicaid, let's get you enrolled.
Yeah, basically, I AMA'd from there so many times as well. You know,
Being left before against medical advice. Is that what-
yeah. So, yeah, I'd get in there for about 3 or 4 days. I'd usually sneak my phone in me. Surprisingly, I held a job for a long time, and I'd go in there with my phone, wait for the direct deposit to hit, and as soon as it hit, you know what I mean, AMA, let me out, dog. You know what I mean? There's a trap house right around the corner. I'm about to go hit it. And that was my life for a lot of years.
And then,
What do you mean?
Well, if you want to keep going
what
on
was
your
your
story,
breakthrough?
My breakthrough took a long time. You know, like I said, I had started in my late teens shooting heroin, moved up by the time I was 21 to heroin and meth, and then I was adding in all kinds of stuff after that. I was going to jail and rehab multiple times a year. as far as my breakthrough is like getting sober,
Mhm.
because we're gonna have to backtrack after I go
It's
through
gonna
all
be
this.
a squirrely story.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely a circle back story. But what had happened was I was in and out of homelessness because I was dating this girl. So I'd been homeless for a little while over off this place called Alta Mesa in Fort Worth. And it was like a strip of game rooms. And I ended up getting a girlfriend because she had a car and a house. And you know what I mean?
Moral of every story.
Yeah.
There was a
It's
bitch.
called being
She had
hobosexual.
Hobosexual is the clinical term. And
I thought it was homeless sexual.
no,
Like,
no,
No, it's hobosexual.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually have a medical
That's
degree.
just dating
So-
these days.
But yeah, anyways, I got this girlfriend over there. We started using pretty heavy. I had at this point I was probably 27 years old at this point, and I had collapsed all my veins. I was like a fucking fiend. You know what I mean? I don't know any other way to put it. Within 4 or 5 years, I pretty much collapsed all the veins in my arm. I was jugging it, and then I built up scar tissue in that, and I collapsed the veins in my feet, everything in the nether regions, I should put it that way. And you have these tiny little blue veins in your legs, and I would dig for those for like 8 hours a day, and the shots were big enough at that point that it would just blow out the vein a lot of times. So I got a lot of abscesses on my legs, and they hurt really bad. It gets engorged, swollen. They're hot to the touch. They're very painful, and they were all over my legs. And I'm going in between homelessness because this girl that I'm dating, she's like going to rehab, trying to do something better for herself. And then as soon as she'd get out, she'd meet up with me, and we'd be right back at it. So she's still
Bonnie
alive.
and Clyde.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde. That's crazy. So, anyways, we had some of the craziest luck I've ever had as far as with the police. It was uncanny how many times we got away from the police. Like literally one time this was during COVID, and we were getting the stimulus, or whatever it's called, the checks every week, and we're getting a lot of money at this point from those. And so we were staying in nice hotels. And one day, this is like in the beginning of us staying in these hotels, I had took a bunch of Xanax, shot a bunch of heroin, and I had gone downstairs to smoke a cigarette, and I had nodded off on this table and was just like blacked out. And this is like past our checkout time. The girl that I was with was upstairs. She had passed out. We were supposed to be gone. Anyways, the hotel goes to check on us to see why we haven't checked out, and they find Leah in there, needles all over the ground, and they call the police. The police come, they wake me up. I'm like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? They're like, come on, you gotta get your shit. And I'm like, all right. They take me up. They let us get all our stuff, and they're like, go, like, don't come back. And I'm like, bet. You know what I mean? I had shit all in the room. They saw the needles. There was drug paraphernalia. They had me dead to rights. They let me go. Well, this happened like 2 or 3 more times where the cops would come and let me go. One time I was parked outside my friend's house. I had a meth pipe in my lap. I had a bunch of heroin, Xanax, all this stuff in the car. And a cop pulls up, and I go to hop out and lock the door, you know what I mean, just so he can't search it. As I hop out, the meth pipe falls and breaks as he's walking up to me. And he's like, what was that? I go, a pipe. And he goes, do you even know the people that live here? And I'm like, yes, this is my buddy Michael Doherty. He's like, well, someone called saying this is a random car, all this shit. And he let me go. He's like, get the fuck out of here. This is at like 2 a.m. They let me go with all this shit.
Did they ever take your name?
No, never
Damn.
looked at my ID, nothing. You know what I mean? And I just kept getting these chances. I don't know why, because before this, all the time, I'm going to jail. Handcuffs, you know what I mean?
COVID.
Just constantly, I was going to jail 2 times a year. And so the last time I had a bunch of shit on me, as per usual, and I'm driving and I nod out and I hit this lady in front of me. I just bump her, you know what I mean? I just let my foot off the brake because I'm asleep driving. And she stops her car, I stop my car, put the hazards on. Turns out there's a cop literally right behind me, and he hits his lights. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I got all this stuff on me. This is the last time. Like, there's no way I'm getting away with this. And he comes out, and I hop out, and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, my foot slipped off the brake, And I'm like, there's no damage on your car. And the cop's like, I don't know if he was getting off at that time or what, but he's like, yeah, there's no damage. I'm like, yeah, honestly, if you file an insurance claim, like, it's just going to raise your rate for 3 years. And the cop's like, yeah, that's true. All this shit. Like, he was co-signing my bullshit. You know what I mean? It was fucking insane. And
I also don't want to do my job.
I have a
so-
video of it on Google Photos, literally, because I'm like filming for insurance purposes on the car, even though it wasn't my car. I didn't have insurance, you know what I mean? Just trying to look like a upstanding
Good
citizen.
citizen.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
You know how to.
Yeah, to
That's
fucking
active.
play the system. And he let me go at that point. The lady didn't even file a claim. You know what I mean? I remember driving and I was like, I have to go home. Like, this is like 4 or 5 chances that the police have given me in the last year, and there's no way I'm getting another one. I just had this overwhelming thought that I'm never getting another one. You know what I
The
mean?
dread.
Yeah, it's just like, this is gonna be my life forever. Like, I can't stop doing this, and I need help, basically. So that was like my breakthrough moment. It's like, honestly, not a bad thing happened. You know what I mean? A really good thing happened. I didn't go to jail. I didn't lose everything. Like, I mean, I'd already lost everything. I was homeless at this point, but
You're just tired.
I was just tired, dude. I'm tired, boss. You know what I mean? Like, I was over it. At this point. I was like 12 years into shooting drugs, and that's like a long time. You don't meet a lot of old heroin addicts, you know what I mean? Especially that shoot it. And at that point, I was just like, I went to my mom's house. I didn't know what else to do, and it was like 8 or 9 at night, and I like knock on the door. I'm like, Mom, I need to go to rehab, and she just looked at me like, they took me to rehab I don't know how many times, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't believe me, and she shouldn't believe me. But I remember that time, I'm just like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to stay sober this time. Like, I just cannot keep living like this. I also, like I said, I was just covered in sores. My skin was like splitting and cracking from it because they swelled up so big. I could barely walk. I was like hobbled. Like, it was just really bad. And so, yeah, I went to rehab, and while I was in there, I went through Christmas because my sobriety date's December 22nd, so I was in there during Christmas, and they gave me some coconut soap and like a couple toiletries. I'm like, this is dope, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the shit. Like, I was just so happy to have like somewhere to lay my head and be clean for the first time. Like, you know what I mean? Not take a bath in a sink, you know. And I remember calling my parents, and they're like, we want you to go to Oklahoma. And you gotta remember, I don't have a car, I don't have a job, my phone's cracked, it barely works. You know what I mean? They're like, we're gonna drop you off in another state, good luck, you know what I mean? That doesn't sound good to anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially, and I'm still withdrawing. They only let me do 4 days that time.
Wow.
And so it wasn't a fun withdrawal. And my
Is
parents,
this medically induced with? Like, are you in a medical facility?
yeah, they gave me like the comfort meds, but it was only 4
I mean,
days.
like, I know they have just like throw them out there in the room, let them lay in their bed and sweat it out, and then there's like, we're nurse monitoring you.
They had nurses, and they gave you comfort meds. Homeward Bound was kind of notorious for not giving you very much, like Bentil for your stomach, like ibuprofen, like just stuff that's non-narcotic.
Yeah.
This last time though, they had Suboxone, you know what I mean, which is the shit for if you're going through withdrawals. I tried both of those though, you know what I mean, long-term Suboxone, long-term methadone. Both of those sucked for me personally. No medical advice, but like both of those did not really help me. The medical assisted treatment stuff.
The hardest withdrawal I ever had was from methadone.
Oh yeah,
Like
100%.
26
Yeah,
days or something.
yeah. I
like
wanted
that.
to suck start a pistol
Yeah,
coming
it
off
was-
methadone
it was
because
horrible,
it got me up to like 120, and it was like literally like a 3-month withdrawal. Like, I just wanted to blow my brains out.
So if people are on that for like a year.
They're on that for life.
I was on
Yeah.
Suboxone for like 6 months, and then I just started trading my Suboxone for heroin.
Yeah, that's mainly the game plan of
Yeah.
a lot of heroin addicts. Let me go get a script for Suboxone, and I'll sell them
Flip
for
it.
$20 a piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my buddy got 90 a month, because you can get prescribed up to like 24 a day, I believe. And so he'd get 90 a month. That's $1,800 cash. You know what I mean? You can do something
Be a
with
drug
that.
dealer.
This
by the
is
government.
this is kind of bad because I'm like
Don't
telling
take the
telling a
advice.
lick, yeah. Don't
These are
do
just
this.
life stories.
Don't do this, but this is a lick.
Everyone knows.
Yeah. So,
Even
but yeah, it was just a culmination of events that got me to that bottom. It took a lot, you know what I mean? took a lot of rehabs, took a lot of. I didn't stay in jail really, honestly, very long. I would get out pretty quick most times, but I went there enough, and you only have to go to jail for a week or two to lose all your shit, your job, your house, you know what I mean, all your stuff.
One day,
Yeah.
sometime.
Before you got strung out to the point that you ended up having to go to rehab, did you like have some type of shit before you lost it all the in the
Oh
very
yeah,
end?
yeah.
Several times, maybe.
Yes, multiple times. Like, I was very resilient in the fact that I could sober up for a short amount of time and get a house, get a car, get a good job. You know what I mean? All these things. Like, it almost like reinforced the idea that if I relapsed, like, I could just build it back up. You know what I mean? But after doing it so many times, just literally giving my stuff away in pursuit of this,
And then the homelessness so many times.
the homelessness sucks really bad because
That really sucks.
where I grew up is a very nice area, very affluent area. In my family household, there was never alcohol, there was never drugs. I've never seen either of my parents higher drunk. My mom has never in her entire life been higher drunk. But I had buddies that had parents that drank, you know what I mean, it looked cool. And we stole some beverages, started drinking in Tommy's treehouse, had a grand old time, you know what I mean?
A literal treehouse?
Yeah, it was it was just a house on stilts,
mean,
surrounded by trees. It's
That
basically,
sounds awesome.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Did you ever catch anything on fire?
Oh, yeah, we were pyromaniacs.
Yeah, me too. How about y'all?
I caught a creek on fire once.
I said,
What?
I caught a creek on fire.
Me too. In a house.
That's
on
that's
accident.
incredible, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
the water,
Pyromaniacs.
Yeah, gasoline does
does wonders.
wonders. You'd be surprised. Yeah.
I learned how to make like napalm when I was like 14 years old.
Oh yeah, free Palestine.
That's, this is definitely getting taken off YouTube. There's no way.
They won't catch it.
Yeah.
We're not popular enough. But that guy lit himself on fire with gasoline.
I thought that was Vietnam.
What?
That was, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
the
the
new guy.
Buddhist guy.
The new guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
and
guy that was like free Palestine and then burn. That's why I said-
self-immolation's what they
Yes.
call that, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know, Chris?
No,
I can
Really?
send you
I've
the
probably
video
seen
later.
it. I've probably seen it.
You
I'll
have
tell
the
you that.
video?
I got. Yeah, I seen a video the other day.
You've never seen the video?
Wearing fatigues and stuff.
Okay.
on fire.
No,
you would-
it's all blurred out.
Yeah, you would love it.
Oh.
I won't love it, but I want to see it for history.
Well, I saw a video the other day. Some guy was wearing fatigues and poured gasoline on himself and set himself on fire. And,
Fatigues?
like military,
BDUs,
Oh,
battle dress uniform.
Yeah,
like camo.
yeah,
Got it
that's
now.
the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah, I seen it. He's like standing there, and then all of a sudden he's just like, and then all of a sudden he just falls over. Boom.
and then
He's
police
dead.
point a gun at him
Oh no.
while he's burning.
Oh, no.
Quit resisting, you know what I mean? I get it.
He's like, I need more fire extinguishers, not guns.
Yeah. They did spray him with fire extinguisher.
They did eventually.
A little bit too late, you know.
So pop culture, yeah. So yeah, you had good parents,
Oh, incredibly good parents, yeah.
wealthy, economic
Yeah,
status.
yeah, they did very well for themselves.
They
There's
own
no
their own
reason.
business?
There's no. My
Oh,
dad
just thought I'd ask.
worked for an aircraft
Military?
company for a while. They coincide with the military.
Mm.
They build stuff for the military. But anyways, I was raised in a very good home. You know, there's no reason I should have turned out the way I turned out, other than these like internal feelings that I had.
That developed probably when you were a child.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've never really like.
If you took
delved.
that quiz, you might know.
That's crazy.
Were you a
I
rebel
took
as a
one of
child?
them.
Which
Yes.
one?
It was like ITSJ or something.
Oh, okay. You took the personality quiz.
There you go.
Is that the one you had me take last night?
Yes,
Well,
I
you
was.
took the attachment quiz. Well, I guess you took both.
I
but
took one, but they kept making me put my email in there. I'm like, I'm not getting email.
Just send
a
you the
million
results.
things. They showed them to me on the screen after I clicked the show.
I know.
They just want you to remember.
But anyways,
Anyway.
yes, yeah, I was a rebel.
Was it like a group of kids that you grew up hanging
Oh,
out with,
yeah.
and you guys all?
Oh yeah, we liked to skateboard. We idolized
I love
Jackass.
skateboard.
You know, what I mean, we just like to be degenerates, basically.
Just want to be free.
Yeah, it was
Rules.
me and about 5 buddies that I grew up on a block with. Yeah, so, and this wasn't till like I really was a good kid in school and everything till about 8th grade, which is exactly when I started
Puberty.
drinking and smoking weed and going through puberty. You know what I mean? You find your dick and weed, and you're out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. On my dick too. My mom told me when I was 13 I was gonna grow a dick, and I believed her until I was like 14. I was just waiting for it to pop out one day.
Why is it so small?
And I was like, y'all lied to me, and they're like, no, it's coming. And I was like, oh.
Where's my balls?
I still believe maybe one day I'll be a man.
I think you can. It's 2024.
I mean, I can be
We're hitting
whoever
some
I want.
crazy topics for fucking recovery.
So what's the craziest thing that you've done? That's what I want to know.
That's
Narrow
hard.
it down.
Like what is the what is the craziest thing you did to get drugs?
Like kicking in door. I don't want to get too much into this. You know what I mean?
We
Because
like got really into
allegedly,
He was like, I kicked bitches' doors down and stole their purse, and she owned Brahms.
just breaking and entering stuff. I mean, just running up on people's property, stealing shit. You know what I mean? I could always hit a lick. You know what I mean? I did pull a lot of handles, but that really wasn't. I middlemanned a lot when times were hard. I went through a lot of good times though. You know what I mean? Where I never really had to worry about money or withdrawal. And then the low times were the shit ones where I'm like living on the street, fucking haven't bathed in, you know what I mean, a while. I'm fighting homeless people, you know what I mean, just crazy shit. I mean, you've been to Stop 6 and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Over off Rosedale, dog.
Whenever I was
Look at me, you know what I mean. I'm a skinhead in a all black area. You know what I mean. I am out of bounds. Like they fucking did not like me over there.
And you look kind of red.
I was over off with like
I'm a redneck too. Yeah.
I was over off with like Harry Hines
Except
and
red
shit.
head.
Oh, okay.
That,
The host role. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Harry Hines.
What stories do you guys want to hear about?
So my main question: did you get a rush from kicking in doors and shit too? That was one of the things that.
Not really. It was just kind of necessary evil.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wasn't like all dick hard to like go kick in some poor people's door. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, it means to an end. Like I need something. They probably have something in there that I can make some money with. And usually it was calculated. Like we knew that something was
Single
in there.
mothers.
Yeah, a bunch of single moms.
Oh.
They can't fight for shit. Let me tell you that.
What? You fought these single mothers with babies in the house? You
They
bit a
should've-
baby?
They should have practiced more. You know
They
what I mean?
should've.
Is
Self-defense
I've never
class.
met a single mother that can handle these hands. You know what I mean?
Did you ever walk around like?
That's a joke. I just need
Allegedly.
I just need to preface that I did not beat up single mothers so much.
Only
I remember-
married mothers.
At one point in time, I was like, you know, I was at a point of homelessness that one day I sat there on the side of the street and I was just like, this ain't never happening again. And like I thought that'd be the point of me trying to want to get sober, but yeah, it was like, okay, I'm never gonna be broke again. So then it just led to me breaking into stuff and stealing more shit and stealing cars and you know
Fake IDs though.
all that. Yeah.
yeah,
All
fake
the above.
You got a credit card, I'm gonna make it. We're gonna make that money go burr.
Yeah, all that stuff. I did all that shit that Chris Ross is talking about.
Did you ever do any scamming? Not like scamming, you know what I mean? Like
Allegedly.
Not like Nigerian
Allegedly.
scamming.
Yeah.
It's not what you know; it's what you can prove. in court of
Allegedly.
law.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
These are just
Ask
stories
me
men
in
say.
3 years when the statute of limitations is up. You know what I mean?
Is that what it is?
7 years, unless it's like a murder
yeah,
or rape.
murder or rape is like they can always get you on that.
I don't know. You just made it.
But yeah, just a bunch of hood rat shit with my friends. You know.
Coming
You
around.
were hanging out with that one kid from the video. It was like, I just want to do the rest stuff with my friends.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
What was his name? Like Jamichael or something?
Jamaica.
So Michael's ever on
I don't know.
It sounds
Could be.
risky.
Could be.
You don't
know.
remember your friend?
No, I remember him. His name was Jay Bird. But,
Jaybird.
And that's his name. Full name. First name Jay, last name Bird.
well, he just gotten out of prison for He robbed a gas station with a knife. He went and did 4 years over that. And
Damn.
yeah, he
Did he
got
stab
out.
anybody?
I don't know if he stabbed him. I just know they don't like it when you rob a gas station with a knife. They're like, that's not cool.
You say 4 years?
Yeah, you only
That's not bad.
I know. That's
I
what I
feel
said.
like that's a lot of time. Why
No,
can't
that's
you-
not that much time whenever you rob.
That's like an armed robbery.
Yeah,
you know
armed
what I mean?
robbery is like 20.
I remember
to-
like one of the first times I ever got locked up, I was in Tarrant County, and this dude had never been to jail before, and he got locked up on 5 armed robberies, and the first offer they came at him with was 88 years. And I was like, oh shit, he came in there, he's almost boo-hooing. I'm like signing for fucking probation. I'm like, oh, see you later, bro. You know what I mean? Good luck with those 88.
Domestic
Anyway.
violence, you don't even have to serve 85% of your time.
I mean, he probably, if it's aggravated,
If it's-
85%.
Yeah,
Nah.
if it's domestic violence with
Strangulation.
bodily injuries, it's 85.
Government paid for
I thought it just
those
had
to
to be
get
violent.
fixed.
I thought that was.
I'm pretty sure anything ag is 85.
Yeah, it had to be like even assault and battery's not even a felony.
I know. It's
It's just a
misdemeanor.
misdemeanor.
Anyway, first time I hung out with this dude named Jay Bird, he's like, I'm trying to buy some ice off of him. And he's like, you want to just smoke? And I'm like, why not? He pulls up in this fucking Mazda car. I wonder if we should bleep his name out.
We can do that.
Yeah, because people probably would know Jay Bird. Anyways, he pulls up.
Jaybir's a pretty common name.
Yeah, super common.
Just
yeah.
like June Bug.
Yeah. Anyways, he pulls up in his car. We're smoking meth. He's like, "You want to go get into some shit?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Right? He pulls up to, I guess, his ex-girlfriend's house. She worked at Texas Roadhouse, and he pulls up the car, skirts, and fucking runs up. He's like, "She has a Xanax script." He always leaves her purse in her car. And I'm like, okay. I thought he had like an extra key. This motherfucker pulls a crowbar out. This is at Texas Roadhouse. This is like 7 or 8 p.m. Goes up to the window, boom, smashes it the fuck out, grabs the purse and peels off out of the parking lot. This is my introduction to Jay Bird, you know what I mean? And it didn't get any better after that, you know what I mean?
That was the best of the best.
It was constant with, I always wondered why like heroin addicts like don't get arrested that much and tweakers do. I found out, you know what I mean? They're just always up scheming.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They're just up thinking about how to break the law. You know what I mean? That's what they do.
Lack of sleep probably doesn't help the
People think heroin addicts are lazy, which I was pretty.
Yeah,
I was really busy. I was like constantly scheming, and then once I get really high, and then when I start to come down,
just in your head?
no,
Or is it
hell
like,
no. I'd be like, I gotta go get this, and then I gotta go do this.
So you
and
gotta make sure you don't get sick.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't wanna
Yeah,
get sick.
you can't get sick.
Yeah.
You've never done heroin?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't get sick. You know what I mean?
All these scars all over my arm. I sit there and I look at them, and I'm just like, damn.
So
I
is
mean,
it really chasing the high, or are you just chasing
You're trying not to get
Yeah,
sick.
it's like, sometimes you don't even
I
get
mean,
high
you're
when you do it
happy
after
to
a
be
while.
really
high.
don't.
It just gets you well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best way to put it. Yeah.
Because withdrawals from it are god awful.
Your whole body aches, bones.
But you
feel
go
like-
through it so
You
many
feel like you're
times.
gonna die.
It doesn't matter how many times you go through it. It
It's like,
fucking-
I'll get
I
through
think I've
this.
been through 100,
in
Yeah,
one more
100
day.
at least, bro.
at least 100 times.
Towards the end for me, I was getting sick after like 8 hours. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
quick, 6 hours, 8 hours, depending on how good the dope was. And yeah, you got to do whatever it is. You know what I mean? You'll knock out a gram on 'em. Sorry, Opal. You know what I mean? I need those OC80s.
Yeah.
Hate to do it to you, but Daddy's getting sick.
Yeah.
We'd drive to Dallas twice a day to go pick up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Twice a
crazy.
day. Once in the morning and once at nighttime. We drive down there.
Just park in Dallas. I had a drug dealer that used to be like, fucking, just give me all your money now. I'll save you some gas money. You know what I mean? Because I'd
Yeah.
come, I'd get a 50 from him, come back 30 minutes later, get a dub, fucking come back, get another dub. And he's like, bro, just give me all your money. I'll fucking give you some dope. You ain't got to come back.
And he's going to probably give you more than what you were going to end
Exactly,
up buying
yeah.
in the end.
It's a
So it's a-
win-win.
it's a deal.
Economically sound.
Yeah, it's a good idea, you know, but
So did you ever sell drugs? I did. I sold a hell of drugs.
Don't you kind
yeah,
of have
allegedly, yeah,
Allegedly.
Well, the alleged discussion we're having here, I mean, that's how I paid for my habit.
Yeah.
Because I'd be the hookup.
to? Don't you
Mexican
have
mafia
to
dudes,
kind
know?
of be a drug dealer?
you do a lot of middlemanning in the
Yeah.
beginning, you know what I mean, and that's just a way to
Until you find
further.
a bitch with a script.
Well, until you find a good plug. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like once you get someone that's actually moving something, you're like, and you can get like quantity, then that's when the actual drug. But yeah, weed when I was young, You know what I mean? Moved up. That's actually like how I got my first house when I was 19. You know what I mean?
Hustling.
Just hustling.
You had
I
that
mean,
corn, didn't you?
I never. No. It was.
You had no
good.
popcorn?
No.
Oh, you
I
had
didn't
no
do that
popcorn.
Mexican shit. Yeah, it
Oh.
was good weed.
Oh,
I didn't want to give my people a headache. You know.
what a good guy.
I know.
What a
But
good
I
guy.
only got up to a couple bows. You know what I mean? Like not a shitload.
He looks 25, but he did a bunch of meth and heroin. You would never guess.
That's the secret to life.
It's really
You wanna
just a
look
little
young forever.
injection
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
heroin
if you don't
and
see
meth.
me from here down, you would never know. You know what I mean?
It's called philanthropy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I call it.
Yeah, whenever I drive to Dallas, we go pick
Oh,
up
that's a
like
wish.
trash bags full of fucking weed. Like,
Yeah,
literally go buy like 20 pounds of weed for like $2,000.
yeah. You can get it for dirt cheap if it's like the
Wish
swag.
people
It
that
was
would
like,
picture
it was a
this.
popcorn. It was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
had no
Where it's got
seeds.
seeds on it, it's pressed together.
Oh,
for
that's
the
that
transport.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, drug deals. Yeah.
Gas tank weed.
Yeah.
yeah.
The ones that come in the, it comes like shaped like cylinder.
Yeah.
I remember I used to get bricks of that. I get like,
I never got shit like that.
it was
I
like
didn't get the
compressor.
shit that was compressed.
Remember, I had the bricks.
Yeah.
We get the elbows like that.
Have you ever been paid with gold?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever paid with drugs?
No, I've pawned a lot of shit. I don't even go into pawn shops these days. My dad used to make a joke that he had the most expensive weed eater on the block because. Have you ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
Yes, I have.
You
I was gonna
know,
ask
you know
about
the
that.
beginning scene where the dude's pushing the TV and he's going to pawn it and his mom goes and buys it back.
Oh,
We
that
had this
poor lady.
relationship with my dad's weed eater for fucking years, bro. He probably spent two grand on that fucking weed eater because it was like a last ditch effort. Like I'm taking that fucking weed eater. Sorry, bro. That's $40 for sure.
Have you ever thought about just showing up at his house one day and just taking his weed eater and seeing what he says?
That'd be crazy. I've made amends to him at this point, and
But you should bring him a brand
yeah,
new
I should.
one.
I should go buy him a brand new weed eater.
Your dad for all the stress.
Yeah.
But here's a baby
Yeah,
present.
it's incredible that.
How have you given back to the world that you took so much from?
That's
all
a
those
good
people's
question.
happiness that you just.
This is wild, dude. You're not a good therapist.
Specifically, your mom, your dad.
Yeah. No, I've made
No, I
amends.
mean strangers.
Yeah, those are going to be harder to make amends to, but to all
Well,
of
you don't
my
have to make
immediate family,
amends, but-
I kind of do need
Yeah.
to right the wrongs of society. You know what I mean? I was a menace, but I don't live like that anymore. I'm a very law-abiding citizen. I got insurance on my car, proper tag. You know what I mean? I pay all my bills on time.
What do you do for work?
I work in fire suppression, fire alarms for commercial buildings. So it's a weird niche thing that I got into just because I had a buddy, and I when I moved up here, I was doing lawn care. Me and my buddy Pierce started a business up here and just started mowing lawns, and it took off, and we did pretty well. And but as you know, it's seasonal. You know, I mean, grass eventually dies. And I asked a buddy, I'm like, hey, I'm looking for work, and he just got me on. It's very niche, but I'm actually licensed through the state of Oklahoma, which is insane. You know what I mean? I'd get
Like
both.
a contracting job?
No, I'm like just a licensed technician. They had to vote on me because I'm a felon. You know what I mean? But they voted me right in as just another one of these blessings that I get in recovery. And it's worked out really well. I do pretty good for myself now. But yeah,
How much do you make a year?
that's crazy.
You don't have to.
Yeah, obviously there's
what's
this
the
question.
what's the hardest amends that you had to make to someone?
Yeah, probably my brother, just because my parents, I don't know if they're more robust or just better at handling stress, or it just seemed like that. It was really rough for my brother. We didn't speak for years. My brother is someone that's always done the right thing, went to college, got a degree, all this stuff. And
Older or younger?
he's younger. And his older brother, who's supposed to be there, you know what I mean, looking out for him, is just a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Just a straight crash out fucking just idiot. You know what I mean? Like, and so we didn't speak for years. And I don't blame him at all. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to talk to a junkie. I won't talk to a junkie. You know what I mean? There's nothing I can do for you at this point. You need like medical intervention to get you off the shit, and then we can help you after. But he hadn't talked to me for a long time, and towards the end of it, both my parents thought I was going to die. I was like 130 pounds. I was having a lot of medical issues, and my parents went to my brother and they're like, hey, you just need to like prepare yourself mentally for Chris to die. I mean, for real, just because I was so out there. And I never said like I'm gonna get sober, you know what I mean? Like when I had like 19 months of sobriety and I went back out, I considered it my death run. Like I'm gonna do this till I die. I'm not sobering up. Fuck those meetings. Fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All this shit. I'm not going back into that. And I meant it. You know what I mean? I tried my damnedest, but anyway. So with my brother, we didn't talk for years, and then going back to make that amends, like just, you know what I mean, all the lost time, all the stuff. But since I've made those amends, we go on like a yearly trip to New Mexico, up in the mountains, and our relationship's really good. We play video games weekly, you know what I mean, we get online. Since he's in Texas, I'm here, and we have a really good relationship. I do jujitsu, and he got into jujitsu. I've been egging him on for like a year. I'm like, come on, bro, go do it, you know what I mean?
How much younger is he?
He is 4 years younger than me. So
That's sweet.
just turned 28.
So were you like? I was like the kind of person I was whenever I was out there getting high and drinking and stuff like that. I was the type of person that I'd stay away from anyone I knew. Like I didn't want no one that I knew to be in my circle because I didn't want to feel like that I'm dragging this person down or something like that. So did you like stay away from every single person that you knew?
Towards the end, yeah. In the beginning, I was trying to manipulate people and get whatever I could out of them. You know what I mean? But after that bridge is dry, like you're not getting anything. Like my parents would be like, I couldn't even come down the driveway. You know what I mean? Stay at the end of the driveway. Do not come, because I just did junky shit. You know what I mean? I'd still whatever wasn't bolted down. I'm looking. You know how it is when you're scheming. You know you're about to get sick. Anything is like about to come with me. I don't care what I got to do. I tried to push their mower away one time. I didn't have a vehicle. You know what I mean? They're trying to walk, and this is in a nice neighborhood. You know what I mean? Mom just clapped out, fucking pushing a mower down the street. My mom had to come wrestle it from me, and I'm like, all right, you got that, Mom. But yeah, towards the end, I didn't want anyone to see me. The girlfriend that I was with, I was like, don't take pictures of me, because she would take pictures of me, and I'm like emaciated at this point. You know what I mean? I'm 130 pounds, and right now I walk around like 200 fucking pounds. You know what I mean? That's 70 pounds off me. I was tiny.
You're 200 pounds?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, you look like you weigh more than I do.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's because you're taller.
I appreciate it.
It's because you're taller.
He looks
Yeah.
like a regular stout man.
I was like 125 pounds when I got arrested, and I was
Damn.
270 pounds when I first got home. I've lost like 35 pounds.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
Me, I'm about 170 right now.
See, that's what I don't know why.
That's what
y'all
me
were
and-
like this.
Me and Wyatt like to call that victim weight. Under 200 pounds, and them cheeks getting took. But
Ooh.
but
So you're gonna like a rape?
nah,
Yeah.
Well,
you can't rape the
he's
woman.
like
Yeah, I was gonna say it's consensual. It's not considered.
Yeah,
rape.
it's consensual.
What,
as fuck.
what women consider just a regular man size, y'all are like, that's a twink.
Yeah. Well,
That's a
I had a
twink, man.
gay house manager when I moved up here, and he taught me all the intricacies of gay.
Gay.
I had no idea. Like literally, I thought like two gay dudes got together and then they wrestled, and whoever won got to be the top. You know what I mean? I didn't know there's positions to play like football. You know.
Could you elaborate on that?
No, I don't think I should. There's a top verse, a bottom verse, and a power bottom.
Power bottom.
Yeah. They generate enormous amounts of thrust from the bottom. This is all what was told
Nah,
me.
that goes.
You know what I mean?
Who is like how,
What?
Power bottom's just she's just taking
does that mean like
anything.
muscles?
I wouldn't say muscles necessarily.
There's a muscle
Just a lot of
bottom.
heart. You
There's-
know what I mean?
There are muscle bottoms. Yeah.
There are muscle bottoms?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So,
Have you ever seen a porno?
so
Not a gay one.
No.
Yeah. Not well.
Never.
Let me say this: not a lot. Of
Have you ever-
So how many like I guess I put this in layman's terms.
Yeah, it's
How many dope whores do you think you slept with in the
Whoa.
time of you going through
How
this
many
little
did you
situation?
run through?
I've ran through a lot, bro.
What's your
Yeah.
body count?
That's not where I thought this was ever
I,
going.
I went to prison,
What?
and
You
when I was
thought
in
we were
prison,
proper?
they were like, before you
This
go to
is
prison,
proper shit.
they give you a blood test to see what you have.
Yeah.
So I'm in prison, I'm
You
like
have
getting
any
ready to
diseases?
go, and they're like, okay, we're going to do a blood test. Boom, blood test. 3 days later, they come to my cell and get me. They're like, you have gonorrhea, and I'm like, fuck.
Again?
I'm like, fuck. And they're like, you gotta stay here for 3 months. I'm like, oh hell no.
Because you
And
have
we were on
gonorrhea?
lockdown. And it was like, yeah, I had to take these shots in my ass. And then I thought it was over with whenever I got there. And then whenever I left, they were like, all right. I show up to the yard that I got to, which was like a max, and they were like, okay, well, we see that you had this little gonorrhea symptoms or whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you some more shots. And I'm like, I already got normal shots. They're like, well, doctor's order, you gotta take these other shots.
Guess what? Round 2.
Yeah, round 2 for 3 months.
Yeah.
I thought it was like one pill.
No, it's like these fat, they're like,
For gonorrhea?
wait, no, I'll take it back. I didn't have gonorrhea, I had syphilis. I took
Okay.
that back.
Oh shit.
Syphilis is a
That'll
motherfucker.
kill you.
That'll rot your face off. Yeah.
I heard it
Also,
would make you
just 2
blind.
pills of doxycycline.
That's why they wore wigs back in the day. 'Cause
Isn't
their
it why
faces
Al
were rotting off.
Capone like,
It'll eat your
died from
brain.
syphilis?
Yeah.
Yep. Checks out.
Al Capone died from syphilis?
Yep. He was crazy as fuck.
How many
too.
blood pours?
Yeah, you
How
didn't
many
answer the
dead
question.
wars?
I thought we.
You don't have to
I-
tell him.
I thought
So,
we-
like 200?
That's insane.
That's
Is
not
that
insane.
He was on
200?
He was on heroin, so probably not a whole lot.
No, I still.
Does
Did
meth
you ever-
make
did
you
you-
want to have sex?
I still fuck.
Personally?
What?
Does meth make you more
Oh.
horny?
Yeah.
Heroin, you can't get off on
The
heroin.
meth and GHB combo was fucking crazy.
Oh,
You
dude,
know what
I
I
can
mean?
almost get my
What?
tongue off.
I
on
was a
GHB.
menace to society.
Like
I
fucking?
should have been locked down. Yeah.
The day